Welcome back. You just saw what happened across the globe over the last 2 days. So how will all of that impact our own markets? Our research team is joining in to tell us just that, with the trade setup, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and of course, the setup on the F&O side of things as well. Firstly, Vinny joins in to get all the market cues we need to watch out for. Vinny, good morning. It was a good session on Friday. It promises to be another good one today as well. What are the cues that you are picking up?
Absolutely, Hormaz. A good session on Friday. Expected to be a good one today as well. First, let's talk about Friday, right? Because we saw that bounce back coming in on Friday, and the domestic markets and all of them managed to close with good gains. Whether you look at the Nifty, Sensex, mid and small caps saw that outperformance coming in as well. More than 2% gains that we saw for the Nifty small cap as well. So bounce back on Friday. 47 out of the 50 Nifty 50 stocks ended in the green. So clearly, that positive move that we saw coming in for the Indian markets. Even for the week, India was quite resilient versus the other global markets when you look at it, and global peers as well. A bit of an outperformance on that front, though it managed to close in that red side. 0.3% of decline that we saw coming in for most of the indices, whether the Nifty, Sensex or the mid cap, that's a bit of a decline coming in, but still better than the other peers that we saw. Now, FIIs that they continue to sell on Friday as well. FII selling was around 2,500 crores that we saw on Friday as well. 9th consecutive day of selling coming in from the FIIs. DIIs continue to be buyers in Friday's trading session. Global markets, what we're talking about today as well, because a lot happened. Yesterday was a holiday for us, so a lot happened in the global market front. Wall Street that ended higher. We saw those tech stocks here rally coming in as well, and obviously that is something that we'll keep an eye out on, because a lot of Trump tariff commentary that keeps coming in. European stocks closing on the positive note. Asian markets opened on the positive front. So cues for Nifty implied open indicating a positive start for the Indian markets. Let's keep an eye out on the CPI, WPI data and Q for earnings coming in, and any more updates on Trump tariffs is something to watch out for.
Indeed, we'll keep an eye out on all of that. Vinny, thanks a lot for all of those updates. And there are, of course, a lot of stocks that you need to keep an eye out for as well. You just heard the US President Donald Trump talking about wanting to help some auto companies, and that might just have some impact on all of these names like Tata Motors, Samvardhana Motherson, Sona BLW. All of them were taken to the cleaners after the tariffs were announced, and now there is a hope that there might be some relief for these companies. And they ended a Friday session on a positive note as well, and they would like to carry on from where they left off. On the flip side, though, watch out for pharma stocks as well, because the Trump administration has initiated probe on that sector under Section 232. So keep an eye out on pharma names as well. A slew of companies have won orders, be it the likes of Ircon, Ashoka Buildcon, Ahluwalia Contracts, Transrail Lighting, and you can see the order value as well, anywhere between 150 crores to as high as 1100 crores for Transrail. So keep an eye out on all of these names as well. Watch out for Tata Power, because it has signed an MOU with NTPC to develop a 200 megawatt firm and dispatchable renewable energy project there as well. GMR Power made an interesting announcement yesterday. It's going to divest its stake in some arms to Synergy for 653 crore rupees, and this will help them deleverage their balance sheet by 4400 crores, as well as reach that one-time settlement with the lenders of one of its units, which is GMR Rajamundra Energy as well. Now, Symphony, the board has approved its initiative to explore the disinvestment and monetization of its stakes in some of its subsidiaries. So keep an eye out on that. And lastly, earnings season is picking up pace. So keep an eye out for names like GM Breweries, ICICI Lombard, ICICI Prudential, and IREDA, who would be reporting results today. Remember, IREDA has already come out with its business update earlier this month. So keep an eye out on all of these stocks, and also watch out for Bajaj Housing Finance as its shareholder lock-in is ending today. Lastly, Sudarshan joins in with cues from the F&O space. Sudarshan, good morning. A gap up is in the offing, but what's the F&O data indicating?
Good morning, Harma. So cues on both domestic and global fronts are looking positive, and tracking the cues of last 2 days, GIFT Nifty for us is indicating a start with a gap of almost 400 points. Nifty is likely to open higher, and it's going to be above 23,300. Talking about Friday's session, all the indices, frontline indices, we saw with closing with a gain of 1 to 2%. Nifty was up 1%. Even Sensex was up more than 1%. And it was same for broader markets like Nifty, Bank and mid-cap index. Talking about the institutional flows, FIs remain on the sell side. On Friday, we saw FI selling more than 2,500 crore, but it was offset by DIs, which I bought nearly 3,800 crore. But if you look at the derivative market, We saw FIs buying in index futures, index options, and also in stock futures. In the index futures, FIs have bought more than rupees 2,400 crore, and also they have added long positions of more than 8,000 contracts and have reduced short positions by 6,500 contracts. And with this, their long exposure has increased to 25%. But if you come to option front, 22,900 and 22,800 call had seen healthy addition on Friday. But today, considering Nifty is going to open above 23,300, that's the reason resistance has moved higher to 23,400 and support is now seen somewhere around 22,800. Lastly, stocks in focus, keep an eye on pharma stocks because US government has begun probe for the imposition of tariffs. So keep an eye on Aurobindo Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, Lupin, and also Zydus Life. And lastly, 4 stocks are in the band, and those stocks are Hind Copper, Birla Salt, Manappuram Finance. And keep an eye on these stocks as well because they remain in the band.
The usual suspects continue to remain in the F&O band. So Darshan, thanks a lot for that. Take a shot.